If you are a social media manager and you want to know how to leverage LinkedIn as a platform for your clients, or you want to become the absolute best at delivering LinkedIn services as a social media manager, this is the video for you. After running a successful LinkedIn marketing agency for the last 6 years and becoming an award-winning agency because of very specific practices we've put into place, we've realized that not so many social media managers understand the LinkedIn platform and more specifically how to leverage it for their clients. For most social media managers, it is an afterthought. Maybe you're posting to Instagram, posting to Facebook, and just reposting to LinkedIn. But the strategies on LinkedIn are very different. And if you want to see success as a social media manager on this platform, you have to do things a little bit different. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly how to become an unstoppable LinkedIn social media manager and an expert at helping your clients get new leads and clients. So let's get into it. Point number 1 is the mindset shift that has to take place. LinkedIn is not Instagram, and you have to stop treating it like other social platforms like Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. On most social channels, you're focused on things like trends, entertainment, and even aesthetics. But on LinkedIn, we're focused on credibility, expertise, and trust. Remember, it is the largest business-to-business professional networking platform. And that is why people come onto that platform for that reason. So here's a few key differences you must understand as a social media manager. First is the purpose of content. On LinkedIn, content exists to demonstrate expertise, build authority, and create opportunities. It's less about look at my life and look at the cool things I'm doing, and more so, here's how I think and here is how I solve problems. And that distinction has to be visible in the kind of content you produce for your clients. Number 2 is metrics that matter. Yes, likes and impressions are great metrics to track, especially for your clients. It shows you how your content is producing. But beyond that, since there is a specific purpose or goal that your client is on LinkedIn, we also want to be tracking other metrics like profile views, DMs or positive responses, new leads, and ROI. And the last key difference you have to understand about LinkedIn is the audience. When people jump onto LinkedIn and they're scrolling on their mobile app or they're scrolling on their laptop, they are in work mode. They're in a work mindset. So they're logging on thinking, how will this help my career, help my business, or even get me a job? So if your content is not answering one of those questions, it is going to be ignored. It is not enough to just repost your client's Instagram content onto LinkedIn. 9 times out of 10, that content is going to flop. It has to be repurposed with that audience in mind. So the mindset shift that has to happen is when we approach our LinkedIn content creation, we have to understand our audience. We have to understand the platform that we are on and why people are logging on to LinkedIn. Remember, for your clients, we want to position them as the authority, the go-to person in their space, and the person that has the answers to the questions that their ideal client is asking. That takes me into point number 2 if you want to be an expert LinkedIn social media manager, and that is to brand yourself as a LinkedIn specialist. I come across this all the time. Social media managers will brand themselves as all the platforms. I do Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, you name it. And the social media managers that I see succeed specifically with managing LinkedIn and getting clients there are those social media managers that brand themselves as LinkedIn experts or specialists. Clients want people that specialize in LinkedIn strategy and positioning. So if you want to be a successful LinkedIn social media manager, you have to brand yourself accordingly. Here's how to brand yourself for this niche. First, start off with a simple positioning statement. This is something like, I help who, your audience persona, get X result using LinkedIn. So this could be, I help B2B founders get leads and clients using LinkedIn. Or I help agencies build authority and generate inbound leads without posting daily on LinkedIn. That one line, very clear positioning statement you can embed in things like your headline, even on other social media platforms. Also make sure that your personal LinkedIn profile is optimized. Use that one sentence positioning statement Optimize your profile, because if you want to be seen as an expert at LinkedIn, you have to make sure that your own personal LinkedIn profile is up to date, because it shows you understand the platform. It is a platform that you are active on. So yes, post content and talk about the work that you are doing on LinkedIn and what you are seeing as the expert. Point number 3, if you want to be an expert social media manager for LinkedIn specifically, you have to understand the LinkedIn algorithm and strategy. If you are great at Instagram, for example, being great at that platform means you understand the algorithm. You're paying attention to the shifts and changes that happen on Instagram. You're scrolling the feed, seeing what people like. And that same time, effort, attention that you put into Instagram or any other platform, you have to be putting on LinkedIn as well. One of the biggest unlocks as a social media manager that gets results for their clients on LinkedIn is understanding the LinkedIn algorithm. It will take your clients' content from just average to super producing in a way that's getting them leads, clients, and opportunities. Here are some of the LinkedIn algorithm basics you need to know, but definitely dive deeper. Take time to really understand the platform, because that is going to lead to your success. Let's talk about some of these algorithm basics. First is early engagement matters. The moment you post a client's content on LinkedIn, LinkedIn is looking for how that content is going to produce within the first hour. So early engagement on a post for your client really matters. This could be you going in, liking the post, leaving a comment, and getting other people in your network to have eyes on that post too. The more early engagement signals a post has, this indicates to LinkedIn this is a good piece of content that people actually want to see, and LinkedIn is going to push that content to second and third degree connections of your clients. Another thing LinkedIn prioritizes is dwell time, meaning how long is somebody staying on a post when they first visit it. So our content has to get people to stop in their tracks, click to see more, read the caption, maybe even read some of the visuals on an infographic. The longer a person stays on our post, engages with our post, the higher our dwell time. So we want to make it easy for people to stay on our post by including things like strong hooks or eye-captivating visuals, because high dwell time will lead to higher engagement. Another thing about content is that hooks matter more on LinkedIn than any other platform, and specifically hooks within the first 1 to 2 lines of the caption. On Instagram, a hook could be the first 3 seconds in a reel. But on LinkedIn, this is the first few lines that we see in a caption. We have to hook people in those first few lines so that they click to see more, read our full caption, and stay on our post. So as a LinkedIn social media manager, you have to get really good at creating strong, captivating storytelling hooks that get people to click to see more, to read more of your client's content. And a few things that really tank engagement on LinkedIn that you need to know. First is putting links directly in a post. If you are promoting an external website or an external blog or link, you want to put that link in the comments of a post, or even avoid links altogether. LinkedIn wants people to stay on their platform, so any sign of links and pointing people outside of the platform is going to limit the engagement of that post. Next thing you want to avoid that really tanks engagement with the algorithm is posting and ghosting. Do not just post a client's post and then leave the platform. We want to stay a few minutes on the platform to engage on the post, respond to new incoming comments, and just make sure that you are active as the post is going live. This will help to boost engagement, whereas posting and ghosting limits reach and engagement. The third thing you want to know as a social media manager that is managing LinkedIn for your clients is different strategies work for different clients' goals. As a social media manager, the common thing that you ask at the beginning of taking on a new client is, what are your goals? Is your goal to build authority? Is it to generate new leads? Maybe they want to boost their brand online to attract more partnerships. Identifying what that goal is step 1, because everything that we do on LinkedIn should stem from having that goal in mind. Some common goals on LinkedIn are boosting authority and visibility, generating inbound leads. That means they're interested prospects reaching out to them and finding their content. Talent attraction and hiring. That is very common, right? Where we have founders that want to position them on LinkedIn to attract new talent. Partnerships and speaking opportunities. Generating sales appointments and lots of them. All of these are common goals on LinkedIn. And the strategy that you employ for your client that is maybe boosting authority and visibility may be very different from a client that you are looking to get sales appointments booked for. So you have to understand the reason the client wants to be on LinkedIn and what their goal is. Here's a quick example. For one client, they may come to you and say, I want to boost my authority and visibility. For that type of client, the approach that I would take is doing more content creation, starting off at 3 posts a week, increasing it to 5, and eventually getting to 7. I would have them run an article and newsletters to really solidify their voice on LinkedIn. On the other hand, for a client that wants sales opportunities or sales appointments booked, and that is their focus, I would focus more on outbound DMs, finding their ideal client, engaging with their content, and messaging them in DMs to book appointments. So as you could see, 2 different goals, 2 different strategies. So make sure you are identifying what is the goal and the reason your client wants to show up on LinkedIn so that as the social media manager, you can employ the best strategy for them. The 4th thing you want to understand as a social media manager that is managing LinkedIn is personal brand versus company brand. You will have clients come to you and say, hey, I think I want to grow my company brand on LinkedIn. Or maybe I want to grow my personal brand. As the expert, you need to know which is best for them. Again, going back, depending on their goal. Now you may be thinking, Cindy, I don't even know which one is best. It's definitely an it depends question, but here's how I generally think about LinkedIn company pages versus a personal brand. And I think this could help you too. Overall, personal brands generally perform better than company pages. Why? Let's go back to step 1, right? The reason people are on LinkedIn. It's to connect, it's to network, it's to grow their audience and solve their problems. People will connect with other people much better than they will a company brand. So I always default to personal brand and building that reach over going the company brand direction. However, you may have some clients that come to you and say, we want to grow our visibility as a brand. We want our company page to be more visible. In that case, you do want to employ specific strategies to optimize the LinkedIn company page, to make the company visible, potentially even utilizing comments as a way to get the company into new eyeballs and new audiences. So you could think something like this. For visibility, authority, and leads, we suggest prioritizing your personal brand. For increasing company visibility and owning that brand on LinkedIn, we can definitely build out your company page as well. And that takes me into tip number 5 on how to become a social media manager managing LinkedIn as the expert, and that is gaining experience, even if you are new. Here's the thing, maybe you are newer to managing LinkedIn as a social media manager. That is okay. The biggest thing that you need is experience and social proof. You're like, okay, Cindy, how do I get that? Here are some simple tips on how. First, as I mentioned earlier, you want to ensure that your personal profile is up to date. When a potential client lands on your LinkedIn profile, can they easily see that you are the expert and that you know what you're talking about? Your personal brand matters too. So ensure you take the time to really optimize your profile and put your best foot forward. You can even do a mini case study like, here's what I changed on my personal LinkedIn profile and the results over 30 days. So you are making yourself your own case study. This is powerful. Next, you can get some more hands-on practice by taking on what I call beta clients. You can offer a 4 to 8 week LinkedIn package for free or at a reduced rate for 1 to 2 ideal clients. Let them know that you are going to be creating a case study out of them. In exchange, ask for access to their analytics, permission to share their results, and even a testimony if they're happy. Implement your LinkedIn strategy, build a mini case study, and document the results. I think far too many people want experience but aren't willing to do the work to get experience. It doesn't have to be perfect, but get the case study, embed it onto your profile in places like the featured section, and even as you are posting content, share those results. Social proof is one of the most powerful ways that you could start to get more leads and clients as a social media manager. Over time, you experience compounds, and the more LinkedIn profiles that you work on, the more experience you are going to gain. But the best place to start is always with your own LinkedIn profile. Get yourself to a point where you are growing, you are posting content, you are studying and learning the algorithm. The more obsessed you can become with this platform, the better your results are going to be for yourself and for your clients. I hope that you found this video on how to become a social media manager for LinkedIn specifically helpful. If you did, will you comment part 2 in the comments so I know that you found this video helpful and I can create a part 2? Let me know what questions you have on LinkedIn. As you are managing your clients' LinkedIn accounts, what sort of questions come up? Where are you stuck? I want to be there on the journey with you, supporting you with this. We've managed over 1,000 clients on LinkedIn alone, and we've seen such incredible results from this platform. I want to see you achieve the same success. This is Cindy Dodd. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Okay, bye for now.